Hi everyone, I thought I would share with you my new craft room. I've been in this probably for about a year now, but it still feels like it's new to me. And when you first walk in, you're going to see the area where I sit, which is right here. So this is where I'll do a lot of my videos, and let's have a little peek. So let's step out a little bit. So this Cricut is something that I got for Christmas, and I still haven't opened it or got to use it or do anything with it. So I'm going to do a video on how I set it up, and hopefully I'll be able to do it all on my own without my husband's help, because I am the IT boob in the family. All right, so here we go. This is my lovely pegboard. I love this board. If you don't have one, you really, really want to invest in it. I just absolutely love it. I'll just give you an overview, and then I can go through some things just to show you what I have. And then you can share with me on things on how you do or how I can organize it better. Right now I'm still trying to discover things on how to organize and set up properly. So any ideas that you have, please comment below and let me know. I am open and willing to change things. I love change. And here we go. All right, so let's start underneath the table and get these little drawers out of the way. So I used to be involved in a group on Facebook where we would send, I thought it was more about crafts and everything, but actually you just send things in the mail to other females. And there were cheaper things. You didn't have to buy anything expensive. It was really up to yourself. And you could create some things. Some of the, the initiatives were to create some things, but other ones were people were just looking for craft supplies, and you would just swap. It was a lot of fun, and I didn't want to buy things. I wanted to share my crafts that I have with other people and do a swap that way. But I haven't really found any groups like that, just with the swaps with our own crafts. So let's go in. So a lot of this stuff here, as I mentioned, is just a bunch of that stuff. It's just, paper clips and different types of things that you could send to other crafters or other people who would send you things. Like there was one we did a manicure thing, so you would send a box, with 5 items, and it could be dollar store items. It didn't matter what it was, but so that's what all this stuff is. I don't tend to go into it very often, so maybe in the future I'll do a giveaway or something and give away some of these items. So let's go into the next one. So these ones I tend to use. These are my go-to drawers here. So I have, the different sequins and all that to do the cards and that. I like to use these for cards. So I have lots of different colors, and I get them everywhere from Michael's to the dollar store to Atlantic Fabrics. I went to the States a few times and picked up, sorry, not a few times, one time, and picked up some stuff from Joann's and all that. And so anyway, this is my tape. Yeah, so I have all kinds of different type of washi tape. So lots there to explore, and I have more up on the pegboard. Washi tape is so great to use, where you can just peel off and reuse again. These are all my rubber stamps that I have. And I still got to organize this stuff, and I want to label it too. So right now I just put everything in there, and each time I come down I reorganize something. So I don't put things away properly. I just throw them in there, but that's all my ink. I'm still learning how to use some of this stuff. I watch a YouTube video and then I'll go buy it or try and find on eBay a little cheaper, and then I go on to the next one and I don't make it, or I make it once and then I move on. But I really like to stay on YouTube and watch all the different crafts and the creative ideas that people have. So this is just that chalkboard signs and all that for like the fundraisers that we have. And sorry, these were just bags and jewelry holders that you can put your jewelry on before you package it and give it away. I like to paracord as well. So this here is just my measuring tape scissors and lighter to burn the paracord at the end pieces. And these are the accessories that you need. I was making some dog leashes and some keychains. I have tennis elbow for the last year. It's gone once for a couple months and it's come back, so I can't really paracord until that's all over. So these are some paracord keychains that I've made. It's a breast cancer one, and these are the heart disease and that I've made. So they're the awareness ribbons, and they're really, really cool. And you can see on the bottoms where you burn them. This fabric was a little hard to work with, and you can tell like on the pink you don't see the burn like that. And I probably had the lighter too close, but once you were making so many, you just got tired of making them. They were really hard to make on the hands and the arms, and could be where my my tennis elbow came from. But there's different types of, you know, paracording that I like to do. So in my YouTube channel, it'll be a variety of different things that I'll share with you. So this is some of the paracord that I have, different colors in that. So that's that one. And this is just my stickers. And a lot of these stickers and that came again from that group that I was in, because sometimes people can't get certain stickers where they are. You know, Canada versus the States, they have a lot more crafty things than what I can get. So, well, I find anyway, you're so used to what you have in your own area that you see other people sharing their crafts, and you get to really see the things that they have and think, oh my God, I wish we had those here. So it's basically what it was like, you know, in that group. So this is a sign that I'm going to be working on for my daughter. It was supposed to be for Christmas, but then I realized the stencil was a little too big for what I wanted. So with my Cricut, I'll be able to use that and make that sign a little bit better. All right, so that's not really anything. This here is just some signs, again, something I'm going to do for my daughter in a future project. And she loves the wording live, love, laugh. And so I was going to paint it to the color that would match her house. And I was thinking about putting pictures, like a decoupage of like pictures on it, so that she could put up of her different friends and all that she has. So these here are really just almost like junk drawers for me. So they really have everything and anything in it. So it's just a mixture of all that good stuff. Again, those are just bags in there. These are just stuff that I got at the dollar store that I was going to use for the other group. But you could use these on cards and all that. And it'll be good for kids. So kid cards and all that stuff. This is just tissue paper that I have in here. These are cards that are already purchased and made by stores, so nothing that I've created on my own. These are just my scraps, and I keep every little bit of scrap. You know, you never know when you're going to use it again. So Christmas time, I like to give away to my girlfriends things that I've made on my own. So any DIY projects, every time I give away a Christmas gift, they get something that I've created. These are just dollar store cheap versions of the cutters, the paper trimmers, and they don't work very well, so I don't recommend the cheap ones. When I was in that group, as I mentioned earlier, people were making a lot of their own stickers, so I bought this little machine to try and make my own stickers. I got it relatively cheap because I was able to use a coupon on it. Of course, I haven't used it, but now that I have the craft room where I can do things, I bought this long time ago and just didn't have the space for it, but now that I do, I'll be using it. This little guy here is the wooden base that you can make your paracord bracelets, and that will help you, but haven't used paracord in a while, but that's where that is. And then let's go up top. All right, so above the drawers, I just did a project, so my glue gun is out. But it would normally, I tend to put it back in the package and I hang it up. And that's where it was hanging up, just so I can keep everything together. But that is my pegboard. If you don't have a pegboard, I recommend that you get one. You can get them pretty cheap at Home Depot. I think Kent has it as well, or maybe this one came from Kent. But everything is right there when you need it. Like, you can see everything, and when you have it in drawers, you never know what you have in that. So it's basically everything up here that I use, different types of the tape, you know, the glue dots, and this is for the jewelry because I'm starting to go a little blind when I'm doing things that are really small and tedious. So if you use that, it really does work. It does help. Some gel pens. This is all my washi tape that I try to organize. So it's really easy to go to. I like to decorate envelopes when I send them out. There's all my scissors and my jewelry making pliers and such. So washi tape. I do make rings from time to time, and so that's just the ring sizer. These here are washi tape samples. That when that group that I was in, they would send you washi tape samples. So most times you would get things, you know, it could be anywhere in the United States, anywhere in Europe. These people were from all over the world. So you're getting washi tape from different parts of the world that you wouldn't have normally in your hometown. So those are really cool. So just some more glue and all that. This guy came from IKEA. Came from IKEA, and I love that it's the bag that it will hold everything in it. It's my hot blow dryer gun there to help the heating tool. And I got these from the dollar store, so it was pretty cool that you could just hang them and, you know, shove different things in them. So these are my different cut of scissors that go in here. And that's just my glue gun or tape dispenser. Magnifying glass, embossing pens, some more scissors. In here is all my paper punches. So, you know, you get the tag. I just got this one for Christmas. And it's hard to open with one hand, but let's see if I can get it. So you have the different punches. So here inside one of the containers, you have the different punches that you would have. It's pretty cool. I like to add those into paper crafts and that when I do them. This is my crafting binder. I mean, that's almost a little tutorial in itself. I take pictures of things that I want to create and I stick them in here, and then, you know, if I make them, I can put a little note beside it whether, you know, I'd like to make it again or not. But and I have it separated by crafts, wire jewelry, DIY ideas, paracord, beauty, had a family reunion recently. So that's what's in that. I truly love that binder. If you don't have a book like that, you really should get one. So these are just everyday, you know, pencil, glue, pens, and all that stuff that I would use for all my projects. This is just another thing that, you know, holds things that are out of the way and that I do use. So, you know, I have my jewelry glue and stapler and all that stuff. All right, so this is my jewelry section. And over here is my craft mates. I did a tutorial on this, well, more of a review on this. And if you haven't seen it, go back and take a look at it. It's amazing what this can hold. My best friend got me one and I had another. So I just love it because everything is out in the open. You can see it and it's well protected. So if you don't have one, I really do recommend you get something like this. Obviously, it doesn't have to be the exact. These are just the bead containers where I'll have scraps or things that I need to fix or that were just laying around. And I tend to use these little containers to put my beads in. These are all the different types of beads and jewelry supplies that I have. So, you know, you get your little seed beads and that. This is my breast cancer awareness seed bead container. You know, just different accessories that you would need for making bracelets and all the different ones. This is my seed bead container, and I have it all organized by color and everything in there. I have 2 of those. I got that off of Amazon. These are great little doodads. Love them. And these are accessories for, you know, earrings, necklaces, and all that stuff. And that's more beads. This is my breast cancer awareness bead collection. In here, I'm going to do a tutorial on bookmarks. And I thought I would make some maybe with different awareness, you know, colors. And so I have different ones that I can create. So that's just more beads. These are my jewelry making stands that you organize your craft on. These are different crafts that I have already created. And recently I just started putting them in bags because I didn't want them to turn and that. So pardon the light there. Those were earrings that I made. And these are breast cancer. They're pink. With the color in here, it's really hard to show because the orange maroon color, it really makes it hard to see the pretty pink in that. And that's just more, more sections of different pieces of jewelry that you can make. That's my faux suede cord and some beads I got from Michael's. Up in this guy, I got these at the dollar store. These are really cute. You know, it says made with love, handmade with love. And I thought sometimes you can just put them on the back of the card. I don't have a stamp that says the Crafty Sensei yet, so I really want to look at getting one. These are different materials that I got to make some bracelets and that. And so it's all different kinds in here. And then as well, there's different kinds in these drawers. So I have more. I really like making jewelry, so a lot of my craft videos will be about jewelry. I'm not the best at it, but it's something that I enjoy, and I find it really peaceful when you're making it and quiet, trying to calm the brain, the chatter in the brain. So I really, really enjoy it. So there's more material that I use. Again, more chain, and these bracelets were already made, so it's just a matter of, I purchased them like that. I did not make them. And I got these off of eBay. And you can just add a charm to it and it's done. So not really something that I created. However, what I add to it would be my creation. I really like using faux suede on things. I love working with that cord. It's really great and easy to work with. And so that's that section. Up top is not really much of anything. Some pieces that I've made. That's just the candle that you plug in. The Crafty Sensei that lights up. That's something that my mom has made up here. It's just a face cloth made into a teddy bear. These I'm going to put, it says creativity, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to paint them white, and I'm going to put them so that they sit above my pegboard, and that it'll sit up there and it'll say creativity right across. So it's a project that I'm going to work on. Probably do so in the summer or maybe when I'm camping, because it'll be an easy thing to take camping. So that's all that on that side. And of course, sorry, moving so fast. This I'll get to open and set up a little bit better. This side is different pieces for card making. So you would get your die cuts. In behind the same thing as die cuts. Rubber stamps are actually in behind here. So these are all your die cuts, and I have lots of them, and or framelits, you can call them. These are all my rubber stamps. I really like working with clear stamps, but there's the different ones that I have. These are all blank cards that have already been made, like I purchased them like that, so then I just have to add to them. This is my signage. I really love this machine. It does the die cuts and all that. It works really well. Punch board for making envelopes, bows, and boxes. My mini Missy. I love this thing when you're making cards and it sets up the rubber stamp. It's perfect. If you don't have one, they are expensive, but if you don't have one, you should really, really get one if you tend to make a lot of mistakes, because if mine is off just a smidget, I throw it in the garbage and I have to start all over. Well, not the garbage, but I'll reuse it somehow. That's my paper cutter there, and just more trimmer and paper cutters at the same time. This is just, you buy it like this. This is scrap packs, so you can buy different pieces in colors, and it comes in different sizes, and it's just bags in there and just a mixture of things. This is empty really underneath. It did have my paper in it, my cardstock, but I took it out. My mom bought me this for Christmas, so this I'm going to use as my dolly. I put my projects in that I'm going to be working on in my videos, so that it's right there and I can grab it. And right now, of course, it's just holding stuff that I just purchased. So I just purchased these cards here, and they're shaker cards. I love shaker cards. They're so cute. So you can make different ones, and then you can buy separately the pieces that go with it. So you have stamps that you can create with it. So maybe in a future video, I'll show you how I use those. Oh, I can actually show you one that I made. And this was one that I made. That's another thing my best friend bought me to go with the packs, the lockables over there. Okay, and in here is my craft paper. So this is all the different paper that I have. And I just get the stuff from Michael's or Atlantic Fabrics by my house. It's a really great little store, and it's cheaper than Michael's. And this is just I don't think they sell the paper at the Atlantic Crafts, but they do sell the individual pieces that have the different designs. I like to make envelopes, and that's what I was using for making envelopes and that. So that's just different paper, cardstock, just regular cardstock from Michael's. Over here, which is why I need some more organization. This should really be over on the other side. This is for my little punch cutouts. This is the little pieces that I have left. So these are all just little hearts when I use my framelits and that, and die cuts. And that's the same with this one. It's the same thing, just pieces that I cut out and didn't use. This is, oh, these are just names, like not names, sorry, wording that you can put on cards and all that stuff. My baby wipes that I need when I'm making cards and have to get the ink off my fingers and such. So this is just different glitter and all that. So this is the powdered pigment. I haven't used that yet, so I really like to try that. So I have glitter pens, or not pens, like little tubes. And these are really, really cool. This stuff leaves, it's like I was making a Christmas tree, and it just leaves little, you can make like Christmas bulbs out of it, and it, you know, leaves a little impression, like it sticks out a little bit, and they're really cute, and it's a great addition to when you're making things. They're like pearl drops. It basically is what it is. It's just like a drop, and it's really, really unique. I love it. I love embossing. I love doing all that. These are my essential oils and stuff. We're gonna look at making some perfume in that for a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, so that'll be in a future video. And these are all my bags and different type of bags that I use for my jewelry or whatever I'm crafting. So this is pretty much an eyesore. However, believe it or not, it is organized, and I know where everything is. So this is all the stuff, like Christmas stuff is all over to the right. This new guy is my crafting grab and go container that I'll be taking when I go camping. Yarn that I've used for projects. I'm making I finger crochet a blanket for my daughter for Christmas that I'm still working on. So I'll probably be able to give it to her for next Christmas. You know, everything in here. This is all my bath bombs that I did at one project. I gave away 2 Christmases ago to my girlfriends. So everything has its place. It's just may not be so organized when you look at it. This is, of course, my desk. It's my computer that I use. I have a laptop that I do all my editing on, but I tend to watch a lot of Judge Judy when I'm working on crafts and I do videos. So this desk is my husband's childhood desk. So this is what he had when he was a child at his home. So I just use it for regular desk things. We have an office upstairs, but this is just my desk things that I need. This room also is the host of our cameras that are on the outside of the house. So if I'm sitting here, I could look to see who's knocking at the door, answer it or not. So that's what that is. So then it's just regular crafting things. I thought about sanding this down and maybe painting it, but I'll probably do that at a later date. I'm not so sure I want to now. I don't know. So this is ribbons and candles and jars and just a mixture of everything. Up top here, it used to hold my washi tape, but I'm not going to use that anymore because I have different things for it. That's where I'd hold my jewelry when I do a craft fair for the kids fundraising for their youth banquet. This is a painting I did for my sister-in-law who passed recently, well, a year ago this month, of breast cancer, and her best friend did a paint fundraiser, and that was the picture that we made. I love it, and every time I look up, and I look at it every day when I'm in my craft room, I see that and I just think of her. So when you come down, these are, you know, when the paint nights were in, I thought I was going to be a painter, which that didn't turn out. I also thought I was going to be a crafter and a jewelry maker. That didn't work out either. I just love to dabble in a little bit of everything. So these are wooden. These are wooden roses. Can you believe that? They're so cute. They're painted perfect. They look like roses, dried up roses, but it's actually wood pieces. It's pretty cool. So here it's just my best friend gave me this. That's pretty cool. I love when I put flowers in. I made this guy this Christmas. My mother-in-law, back when they do a lot of crafts back in her time, she said when she was, I think she was in her 30s to 50s that she was really crafty. I think all her life she's been crafty. However, when she was making these, I really don't know how old she was, but she made these, and they're ceramic. They're really, really beautiful. And I love them, so I wanted both of these to add to my craft room. That's my mom and my aunts. This one she made as well. So cute. I just love it. And that's a picture of my dad and my hubby and I, and more of those snowman things. And that was just a wedding gift. That's another paint night that we did. It's pretty cool. Next to the closet is another paint night that I had by myself. I just watched a YouTube video and that's what I created. It's pretty cool. You know, YouTube is an amazing tool. This is one I did with my sisters and some friends. That's a nice fall color one. This in the room is obviously a map of the world, and you can see that they have pins in it. These are places that my husband and I have been to, or places that he's been to on his own or with other people. So each pin has a different meaning. So this is really cool. I love looking at that. We still got to add some pins to where we've been over the last several years. We do like to travel. And from here, oh, there's my boy. That's Uki. In case you're wondering, he's a pit bull lab mix, and he is the most gentle dog you'll ever meet. Hey, bud. Uki, up here. Hey. Say hi. Say hi to everyone. Oh, those cute little ears. All right, so here, just your regular cleaning supplies that I like to keep on hand. This is more I call my Christmas container. And it has the boxes and different things that I, you know, find and I'll just collect and put in here. So this is just my paint stuff. These are my different paints. I bought more letters, but these letters were for that crafting thing that I was in, group. And there you have just different Christmas ornaments and bottles and stuff that you can use. And that's just my sewing kit stuff. My mom does all the sewing, so if anything, if I don't have it, or maybe she didn't want to use that, but everything's there if I need to sew something quickly by hand, so, which doesn't usually happen. I'll always call my mom. So this is it. This is the craft room. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I look forward to sharing some videos with you.